We have yet another Operation Protect the White Boy, White Woman edition. And today we will be talking about a woman by the name of Leslie Yeager. Now, this story right here is almost like a piggyback off of the most recent Operation Protect the White Boy, White Woman edition that I just did on Olivia Janet. And you're about to see exactly what I mean. And it's ironic that I came across both of these stories and they almost line up similar, except this one ends way more darker than hers did, because hers didn't end as dark. It's just that it could have, but this one actually did. So this woman, Leslie Yeager, was charged with killing an unborn child in a drunken hit and run crash, and she also smacked a police officer. Remember what I was saying about Olivia Janet and how she got all these DWIs over the last couple of years, and she's only 20? And I said they won't go after her until she actually does something drastic, and then that's when they'll, put their foot down. Look at this case right here. This woman was driving drunk and she hit an unborn child. She killed an unborn child. Now it says killing an unborn child, but she didn't kill the mother. The mother's hospitalized, but the child didn't make it. I wonder, was she having all these DWIs under her belt and they decided to let her go every single time, and then they just wait to the moment she actually did something that took a life that didn't even get a chance to breathe and took them out of this world? And then they said she smacked the police officer, but look at her. She doesn't have any bruises or cuts on her, nothing. Meanwhile, a mother is hospitalized because of her lost her child, and she smacked the police officer, and all she has is a mugshot, and that's it. Police in Phoenix, Arizona said they arrested a woman for a hit and run crash that killed an unborn child and hospitalized the 7 months pregnant mother. Officers claim Leslie Yeager, age 39, fled the scene in an SUV, but witnesses followed her, according to a police press release obtained by Law and Crime. Investigators reported that Yeager was belligerent with law enforcement, according to court documents obtained by KSAZ. For example, she is accused of striking an officer with an open hand while she was in custody and getting processed. She allegedly told an officer who was performing field sobriety tests that she wanted to punch him in the face, and she made a comment about wanting to kill him. So this woman was resisting arrest in the station, hitting him and making threats towards him. Dear PC, where's all that talk about not resisting and following orders and all this, that, and the third? You know, the same thing that y'all tried to say Tyree Nichols needed to do, otherwise he would still be here. Where's your talk about this? Oh, that's right. Different set of rules. Got it. Phoenix police said they had been called out Sunday regarding a collision involving two vehicles in the area of 9th Street and Grover's Avenue in the northern part of the city. When officers arrived, witnesses directed officers about a half a mile down the block to an involved SUV that had followed, which had left the scene, cops wrote. They identified the driver as Yeager. Phoenix Fire responded to provide medical help to the adult female driver and adult female passenger of the second car. The driver was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and a 7-month pregnant passenger was taken to the hospital with serious injuries that resulted in the death of her unborn child. Authorities said Yeager struck the other vehicle. Detectives responded to take over the investigation and learned that the collision occurred when the SUV was traveling east on Grover's Avenue and struck the front of the passenger car attempting to turn south on 9th Street. Yeager allegedly admitted she was involved in a crash, that she fled the scene, that she drank alcohol before driving, according to court documents obtained by KSAZ. Charges include manslaughter and driving under the influence. A preliminary hearing is scheduled for March 29th, which of course has already happened because I'm recording this video on April 3rd. No matter what kind of hearing she has, what she did cannot be taken back. This woman is responsible for the death of an unborn child, a child that had no chance at life. None. You hear stories where children, they can die, when they're young. At least they came into the world. Unfortunately, they didn't live a long enough life, but this child did not have a chance at all, thanks to her. On that alone, she should do a long, long bid. But we know how this goes. This wouldn't be Operation Protect the White Boy, White Woman edition if it wasn't so. And she assaulted the police officer multiple times and threatened to kill him while in the station. I didn't see anything on there about her resisting arrest. Let me see, what are her charges again? Let me scroll down to this article again. Manslaughter and driving under the influence. I didn't see anything on about their assault either. I'm sure they asked the cop if they wanted to hit her with assault charges, as well as, making threats on their life. But I didn't see that there. She only got 2 charges, manslaughter and driving under the influence. It's some charges missing. So she's still, even in that regard, still being protected. I am so glad I made this series. I remember when I was doing my 60K live stream and I was asking people what series did they like the best between, the new series as far as the Black Massacre series and Operation Protect the White Boy. Shockingly, a lot of people said they liked this one over the Black Massacre series. Not saying that this one is better, but they prefer this one because these type of stories often get buried. And when you have a media outlet that completely is anti-Black, and they love to push out this propaganda that we are just so belligerent and so ignorant when it comes to dealing with the police. And if we just did this and we just did that, if we just did this and did that, then we will be okay. Well, these individuals go above and beyond and around the world 80 days and back and do the complete opposite of what they say, and nothing happens to them. A good 99% of the time, because it's a small 1% where something might actually happen. Like, they could have easily took in Audrey Hale for what she did. She falls into that 1%. This woman took out a woman's child and was slap boxing with a police and threatening to kill him, and she was taken in alive. She falls into the 99%.